not ready to go yet, okay? I'm not ready. You gotta wait. I got shit to do. I'm in the middle of something, all right? Just hold on.
Watch your mouth or don't come in here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, people, come on, we're adults here.
You know what? What is the point?
Yeah, we're adults here. I got a fucking Burger King fucking thing on my head. We're all fucking adults here, guys. People in my chat, 2 words. What are they? 2 words. Let me see the chat flood. Let me see the chat flood. 2 words. Okay, next caller. Please. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, which translate in American to dick and balls.
I got flip-flops. These are my flip-flops. Yeah, I really like my flip-flops because I can put them on. Because look, watch me put them on. I can put them on all by myself. Watch me put them on. Look, are you watching? Look, these are my flip-flops.
Thanksgiving Day. I remember it clearly. It was Thanksgiving Day. I was inserting myself in somebody else's fucking business as a cash grab, and you know.
This channel is harsh reality.
Karen Yak se jodió la sucia vida. Amen.
This is Jonathan Lee Riches. I have cheeseburgers. I'm gonna put cheese on them. I'm gonna make sure that I have my hamburgers because I'm a big boy now and I can make the hamburgers. My mom lets me use the stove now.
And I'm just like, wow, I like receipts, and they brought receipts. Like they had evidence to back up everything they said. And I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be another side to this, right? Like this can't. No, this is too fantastic.
Yeah, because you're not going to just jump to the conclusion that there's a conspiracy amongst cops to cover up a murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, cops and just like soccer moms and shit. Like that's what made it even crazier. Like,
yeah, get it, Betty. Yeah,
did you have a close relationship with your mom?
Get it, Betty.
Oh, of course, I still do.
Yeah.
My older sister was kind of sad. She was more of the prissy girl that like going
that is
and
the
getting her
best
done
shit fucking
and, shopping
ever.
for dresses with mommy. I was the tomboy that liked playing with the people.
Shout out to Cherry for just being just easily the most faithful and loyal supporter that I've ever had, man. That someone could have that tenacity with loyalty. And I'm really blessed to have someone like Cherry be part of this channel and in my life. So it means a lot. And yes, I named him after Mr. T and Rocky. Say, woman. Say, woman. Say, woman. Since your old man ain't got no heart, why don't you come down to my apartment tonight and I'll show you a real man. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this little dude. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I love you guys very, 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 very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends. Oh, say bye. Say bye. Oh, I love you too. Give me a kiss. Oh, I love you. Bye, guys.
Woo! This is the bounce back. This is the bounce back. I take a grenade, I pull the pin and bite it, and then I threw it. Yo, Will Smitty, give it a rest, dude. Like, se acabó, homie. It's over, dude. Don't do it no more. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. Anyways, what's up, guys? It's great to see you guys. So before I get started, quick announcement. For all of you night owls and insomniacs, I will be on Rekieta Law tonight at midnight Eastern, 11 Central, I believe. I don't know if I'm doing Rekieta. I didn't plan on doing Rekieta round 2 today, but I'm gonna be on his show late tonight. But I mean, if Olivia and Auntie Deb show up, yeah, I mean, I'll let them up here and we'll just do that same shit again. It was fun. But I didn't contact them to join me today because I just didn't even think about it. I forgot about part 2. So, but we're just gonna go over today. We're just gonna go over at least. I don't know what else we're gonna go over, but all I plan on going over right now is there's a what is it? Karen Reed filed a motion to get her shit back because Meatball fat fuck Michael Morrissey at the Norfolk County DA's office, the Norfolk County DA for now, won't even give her car back, apparently. Like, what the fuck is it with Norfolk County and not giving people their shit back? Like, they still have Turtle Boy shit. And Karen Reed's case is fucking over. So why haven't they given her shit back yet? Why is Lally deliberately avoiding Karen Reed and her request to get her property back? That's I mean, if I was her, I'd want the newer one. The one, the $400,000 one. That's if I was her. Because clearly the $400,000 Lexus has got to be way better, even though it's the same make, model, year. But still, I mean, it's a $400,000 Lexus, people. So let me see if I can. I mean, of course, I'm gonna go with Olivia's tweet here. Olivia posted, "Why is the Norfolk County DA's office refusing to turn over Karen Reed's cell phone and Lexus?" Exactly. The moment she was acquitted, those items should have been immediately produced to her. Exactly. It is outrageous that she has to employ and pay counsel to file a motion to get what is rightfully hers. Think about that for a second. So, like, it's costing money every time she has to file a fucking motion, dude. It costs money. So now what is she going to have to do? Is she going to have to file a motion to get her court costs paid and her, not court costs, but her attorney fees paid? Is she going to have to do that to get her court costs, file a motion to get the money paid for the motions that she's had to file to get her property back? I mean, is that how it works? It shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it probably does. I mean, it's I don't know, man.
She goes on to say, Olivia goes on to say, this is made all the more egregious. This is made all the more egregious considering the fact that the same DA's office turned over Brian Walsh's cell phone and devices promptly within the same day upon downloading their extractions. Exactly.
What could be more egregious? What could be more misleading than that? And what could be more important?
Exactly, Bob. Thank you. There is no excuse for them to hold on to these items, especially Karen's phone, which should have been promptly turned over upon extraction, aka years ago. The only explanation is to maximize the pain. Wow. So here's the motion. Now comes Miss Reed in the above entitled matter and respectfully moves pursuant to Superior Court Rule 61 that this honorable court order the return of all Miss Reed's personal property, including but not limited to the following items: a 2021 Lexus LX 570 and personal cell phone. As reason therefore, counsel attempted to negotiate the return of the listed property with ADA Adam Lally in late June, as property is in the possession, custody, and control of the Massachusetts State Police and has not heard back. Thus, counsel respectfully requesting this honorable court order the return of the aforementioned items immediately. Respectfully submitted, her attorney, Stephen Boozang. That dude's got a cool name, bro. Boozang. Boozang, y'all. So, yeah. What the shit, man? I mean, that's counsel attempted to negotiate the return. Why a negotiation, though? Like, the language in here is interesting. I'm probably overthinking it, but why negotiate? You know what I mean? The return of all of the listed property with Adam Lally. So, and has not heard back. So they've attempted to contact Adam Lally, and Adam Lally's like, nah, fuck you. Like, that's some childish shit. Like, he's acting like an ex who got dumped for somebody else. Let your new boyfriend give you your stuff back. You know what I mean? It's lame. Like, it's some pussy shit, Adam Lally. Yes, Jerry. Absolutely. I mean, that's okay. You're saying, don't they have to return it in the condition they received it? Well, that's going to be a little difficult without a taillight. But that's to be determined later. That's to be worked out later. The bottom line is she wants the shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, then they can sue for, you know, the property damage that took place. But I don't think that that's, you know, I doubt that that's even an issue. It's even worth discussing. But I mean, the bottom line here is that no matter what the condition is, it's hers, and they need to give it the fuck back, and she wants it back. Well, let's start getting into speculating as to why Mr. Adam Lally, what if any reasons Mr. Adam Lally is refusing to give the property back, or is being a dick about it, at least. If I had to speculate, I'd say that he's safely assuming that there's a massive lawsuit coming from the Karen Reed camp, and Norfolk County DA. The Norfolk County DA's office is going to be at the mouth end of that fucking. So when that happens, I mean, they need whatever condition the property is going to be in. They need that property, as I would assume, as evidence for their civil suit. I would assume so. And so, oh yeah, you like that, huh, Olivia? That's exactly what that is. I mean, let's just call it what it is, because I don't think that Karen Reed is planning on rolling over and just trying to live a nice, quiet little life just yet. I don't think, I think she's still got some fight in her. And I think Lally knows it and is being the same. This is his MO. This is, he's being the same little bitch that he's been since the beginning of this case. So, yeah, I mean, exactly. That's exactly why. That's exactly why, Olivia, because he is reluctant to provide her with evidence that will help her lawsuit against them. So let's get into some of the fuckery going on in Norfolk County, according to Vanity Fair. Because I have not read this yet. I know a lot of people are already familiar with it, but I have not read this yet. Get out of there. So here you got Mr. Bill Reed, Karen Reed, and I think that's Sophia, one of the interns there. Mr. Wote right there behind her, and Elizabeth Little, Eliza Little, and you could kind of barely see Mr. Alan Jackson behind Karen there. And let's go ahead and read this bad boy. Y'all don't need to read along. You're gonna have to look at my ugly mug while I read it. Last month, Karen Reed was acquitted of second-degree murder and vehicular manslaughter, ending a Massachusetts legal saga containing enough John Grisham-style plot twists to captivate international interests. Absolutely. The verdict ended Norfolk County District Attorney Michael Morrissey's 3.5-year two-trial pursuit of convicting Reed, who was charged with fatally hitting her Boston police officer boyfriend John O'Keefe in 2022. After the first trial ended with a huge jury last summer, Morrissey hired a special prosecutor to lead the charge against Karen a second time. The county paid Whitey Bulger's former defense attorney, Hank Brennan, $566,000 to try the case. Because, let me rephrase that. The taxpayers in the county, because the taxpayers are the county, make no mistake. So this is not a typo. I just want to reiterate, it was you, the taxpayers, who paid Whitey Bulger's former defense attorney, Hank Brennan, $566,000 to try the case, because top prosecutors in the DA's office wouldn't touch it. Sources told Vanity Fair last year Juna Perkins, a former assistant district attorney in Suffolk County, hoping to unseat Morrissey in the 2026 election, estimates that Morrissey spent about $1 million on the second trial, more than a third of his office's entire operating budget. What? That is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. Asked about this claim, Morrissey's office told Vanity Fair it did not yet know the total cost of the trial. In the end, the jury only found Reed guilty of operating under the influence of liquor. For that misdemeanor, Reed was sentenced to 1 year probation. After the acquittal, one of Reed's lawyers, Alan Jackson, told Vanity Fair that this is not how DAs are supposed to conduct themselves. Morrissey had an ethical obligation to review the first trial in detail and make a reasonable determination. Whether he believed the case could be put in front of 12 independent thinkers, a jury, and the charges be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. In response to the claim that Reed's second trial was a matter of ego, a representative for Morrissey said, "It is not uncommon for district attorneys in Massachusetts to retry cases that initially end in a mistrial." Yeah, but it should be uncommon for district attorneys to try cases a second time when the first trial shouldn't have fucking happened in the first place. Some jurors and the public were irked by three elements of the trial: its extreme cost, the staggeringly inept investigation into O'Keefe's death by the state police officers working in Morrissey's office and by local law enforcement, and the agony the second high-profile court proceeding inflicted on O'Keefe's family. "I'm a mother, and I saw her pain through all those days," juror Paula Prado told CBS News after the verdict. Paula, as we all know, is awesome. Rachel Rollins, the former U.S. attorney for Massachusetts, told Vanity Fair, "Obviously, the outcome is a tragedy for the O'Keefe family. As a prosecutor, you always seek to secure a verdict for the victim and their loved ones. But we are left with the undisputed fact that multiple juries rejected the prosecution's case. Reed's allegations of law enforcement corruption." And now I want to read that again. Let's see what Rachel Rollins said, the acting U.S. attorney. If there is a case, just for those of you who aren't aware, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but for those of you who aren't aware, Rachel Rollins is the U.S. attorney, the acting U.S. attorney in Massachusetts, and it is up to her if the feds are ever going to intervene. If she plans on handing out indictments and the feds are going to start making arrests, it's up to her for that to happen. So she's saying, obviously, this outcome is a tragedy for the O'Keefe family. As a prosecutor, you always seek to secure a verdict for the victim and their loved ones, but we are left with the undisputed fact that multiple juries rejected the prosecution's case. So understand that that person is just commenting on their thoughts on the Karen Reed trial and what took place. That's it. There's no indication of any investigation ongoing or ended, or there's nothing to that effect there. So I just wanted to be very, very thorough in addressing that. Reed's allegations of law enforcement corruption and incompetence outraged a snowballing legion of supporters in the state and beyond. Holla! Many watched live as Reed's legal team, which included Jackson, David Yannetti, Elizabeth Little, Robert Alessi, and Victoria George, subjected prosecution witnesses, many of whom were law enforcement, to withering cross-examinations about their handling of Reed's investigations, says Rollins. The now documented misconduct or questionable actions by members of law enforcement, both within and outside the Norfolk County DA's office, has had real consequences. Okay. The fuck does that mean? What consequences? Where are those consequences? When did those consequences take place? Did I fall asleep? I mean, there are... Michael Proctor got fired, sure. Michael Proctor got fired, but everyone else just kind of got rehomed. Like, what consequences? Like, that is just Michael Proctor falling on his sword and feeding the lions a little bit. Just throwing the lions a steak. That's all that shit is. Oh my God. What?
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad.
How dare you?
Making law simple. What's up, Dave? My man. Are you going live with Nick tonight? That's the plan. Yeah. Supposed to. 11 p.m. Central, 12 midnight Eastern, as I understand it. So, yeah, thank you, Dave. It's always good to see you, buddy. So understand something. Don't, as I continue reading this article, don't be sitting there hoping that Rachel Rollins is going to start giving hints about an investigation that could be ongoing or could be over. But because the feds are just going to tell you, we're not going to discuss an ongoing investigation. They're not even going to tell you if it's happening. They're just not. That's how the feds operate. It's just what they do. Not that, Dina. Thank you so much. Dude, I just started your stream and now I want to go to bed so I can wake up and watch you and Nick. Your late night with Jimmy and Olivia was so fun. I've watched it twice. Right on. Thank you, not that, Dina. Yeah, that's awesome. Rollins is out? How is Rollins out? She got fired? She got fired? Oh, former U.S. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm fucking stupid, guys. Sorry, I got confused. I got really confused. I missed the word former U.S. attorney and forgot the name of the acting U.S. attorney, and I was, yeah, massive brain fart there, guys. I do apologize. I was just like, yeah, my bad. Actually, it was more like, yeah, my bad. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let's move on and forget all about my stupidity, shall we? Suspicious death investigations in Norfolk County are handled by Massachusetts State Police troopers working out of Morrissey's office since the first retrial. Some of those troopers have been fired or relocated following internal investigations directly relating to their conduct on the case. Michael Proctor, the lead detective who Reed says masterminded her framing, was dishonorably discharged in March. Who Reed says mastermind, he denies the allegations and his appeal is pending, according to his attorney. Proctor testified about wrapping up his investigation within hours of it starting without even stepping foot on the crime scene. He also read aloud text he sent to coworkers saying he was searching Reed's phone for nudes in a string of messages in which he also deemed Reed the suspect of his investigation. A whack job cunt. Among Proctor's supervisors was Brian Tully, boo, who headed the unit investigating Reed, who failed to discipline Proctor. Tully was later transferred out of the, and that means rehomed, out of the DA's unit. And in November 2024, an internal investigation found he had violated rules and regulations. Yuri Bukaki, a Proctor supervisor on the case, who gave a thumbs up to the text chain, was moved out of Michael Morrissey's office and reassigned to an administrative role. So he basically got promoted. Okay. During the first trial, he testified about critical video evidence that he acknowledged under cross-examination had been inverted. Another investigator on the case, David DeChico, was also recently moved out of Morrissey's office. I wish they'd say rehomed. That would fucking mean the world to me. Dude, look how fucking wild that crowd is, dude. Thing's huge. Crowd is huge, bro. Look at that shit. It's amazing. All right. After the verdict, Jeffrey Noble, the leader of the Massachusetts State Police, an organization so famous for corruption that Martin Scorsese made a movie about them, accepted some responsibility in a statement. The events of the last 3 years have challenged our department to thoroughly review our actions and take concrete steps to deliver advanced investigative training, ensure appropriate oversight, and enhance accountability. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, the Scorsese movie being referred to here is called The Departed, and it's fucking great. It won Best Picture that year. According to Rollins, law enforcement officers and others involved in the case could still face criminal charges, state or federal administrative investigations and proceedings, and other career-altering or ending determinations from regulators. So Rollins is saying, Rollins being the former U.S. attorney, not the current one, excuse me. The former U.S. attorney is saying that there could still be charges coming to a whole bunch of other cops and a whole bunch of other people involved in the case. Yikes. Let's see. There have been repercussions for Morrissey, too. The current Norfolk DA, who has never faced a challenger since assuming his position in 2010, Jesus, now has multiple challengers in his upcoming 2026 election. The fallout is real. So far, Morrissey's competition for the 2026 election is Perkins and Craig McClellan. Yeah, Craig McClellan, another former assistant district attorney in Suffolk County. Rollins led the U.S. Attorney's Office of Massachusetts when a federal probe into law enforcement's investigation of O'Keefe's death was initiated. A federal grand jury was convened, but no law enforcement officer has been charged with federal crimes. Rollins resigned in May 2023 after an internal investigation alleged she committed ethical breaches and misused her power in office. While Rollins would not comment on the federal investigation, she has thoughts on Special Prosecutor Brennan's assertion this March that the investigation is over. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. So Rollins says, Hank Brennan is not a member of the Department of Justice. His statement that the investigation is closed is meaningless, she says. The silence of the federal government can be just that, silence and inaction, because they have closed an investigation and will never let the public or DOJ in stealth mode, putting the finishing touches on arrest and search warrants and editing press releases before the impending press conference. You never know until it happens or doesn't. Okay. I mean, right. So there's no, basically, Rachel Rollins is saying, based on her experience as a United States attorney, that the silence could just be that, just silence. I mean, there's no way to fucking know. But the fact is that Hank Brennan saying that shit means nothing. It means nothing. It's exactly what we all thought. Like when Hank Brennan sat there in a pretrial hearing and said that the federal investigation is now closed, Your Honor. No. Because the feds don't close investigations. The cops don't even fucking close investigations. Nobody closes an investigation. It just goes cold. Once you start an investigation, you may put on hold It may not be an active investigation, but it's never closed. That's bullshit. That's just bullshit. I mean, because what if evidence resurfaces later? You know what I mean? It's Olivia saying here. Most importantly, they don't inform the targets of their investigation that they are done investigating. Exactly what a preposterous suggestion. Exactly. That's exactly how I looked at it when it happened. I was like, they don't fucking call you up and go, hey, homie, sup? USA here. Holla. Listen, just wanted to let you know the investigation, we're done. You're good. So listen, go ahead, get back to all the fuckery you were up to before we started sniffing around. And you know, you're all in the clear. Don't you worry. All right. All right. Peace and love. Bye-bye. What? That doesn't happen. That does not happen. Ever. You don't fucking call up a suspected criminal and be like, dude, couldn't find much on you. So it's insane. The notion's insane. The O'Keefe case was not the first time in recent years that a suspicious death involving law enforcement in Morrissey's jurisdiction necessitated federal intervention. Here we go. In 2021, Sandra Birchmore, a 23-year-old pregnant woman, was found hanging from a door handle in her Canton apartment. The Massachusetts Office of the Chief Medical Examiner ruled the death a suicide. Then the Fed stepped in, alleging that not only had Birchmore been murdered, but that a Norfolk County police officer, Stoughton's Matthew Farwell, who believed Birchmore was pregnant with his child, was her killer. Farwell was indicted on one count of killing a witness or victim, which carries a maximum punishment of the death penalty. He has pleaded not guilty and is awaiting trial. Yeah, and then fun fact for those of you who don't know, Justice Serve TV's Linda Kenny Bodden, her husband is the pathologist who did the independent autopsy on Sandra Birchmore to determine that she was murdered, and then this federal investigation got rolling. What's up, Dina? If people are outraged about what happened to Karen Reed, they will be devastated by Sandra Birchmore's case, says Rollins. The facts as alleged are heart-wrenching, depraved, and will make your blood boil. The indictment claimed that Farwell groomed Birchmore as a child after meeting her via the police force's youth program, and that he began a sexual relationship with her when she was 15. According to the indictment, their sexual relationship continued for years, with Farwell meeting Birchmore while on duty as a Stoughton police officer. After Birchmore threatened to tell authorities about his crimes, the U.S. Attorney's Office alleged Farwell killed the young woman and staged the death as a suicide, says Rollins. Many people and news publications in Massachusetts have voiced bewilderment and concern that the United States Attorney's Office had to step in to protect Sandra and her unborn child, charging the married police officer who allegedly groomed, sexually assaulted, and murdered her with a death penalty eligible crime, killing a witness or victim. The alleged DA, meanwhile, ruled her death a suicide and brought no charges as a result of her death. Like in the Reed case, Rollins notes that Birchmore's death is a second circumstance where the DA's experts are finding something completely inconsistent with the federal government's experts. That is true. And again, I've made this point before, but I want to tell you again, like, even though, make no mistake, I'm hoping for federal intervention into John O'Keefe's case because I want justice for John O'Keefe, but for that reason and only that reason and this other reason do I want federal intervention. Because I want, well, no, I mean, that's really it. Justice for John O'Keefe is all I want. If I'm being totally honest, that's it. Because it's not like there's a trial to look forward to. I mean, we could read the updates on the trial, but remember, they're not televised. Federal trials are never televised or streamed. And the interesting thing here is that, as I've said many times before, I hate the idea of federal intervention. I fucking hate it. Because it shouldn't happen. I'm an Ed the Fed kind of guy. It's totally I don't like the idea of federal intervention. It makes me mad. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts should be doing things by the standards of the United States. And since they're not, it calls for federal intervention. And it makes me mad. I don't like that there are certain scenarios and situations that require federal intervention. It makes me mad. I don't like it. But I'm hoping for it in this case. Because how else is John going to get justice? A 45-page affidavit written by Chenny Castruita. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Chenny C. That's what I'm going to call her. Chenny C. A rookie FBI agent of 2 years contained staggering evidence that troopers in Morrissey's unit missed. Investigators found 32,709 text messages between Birchmore and Farwell, including messages showing Farwell believed Birchmore was pregnant with his child and he was unhappy with the situation. Yes, text messages, 32,709 text messages that Trooper Guarino missed. And you're going to tell me he just accidentally missed that shit? 32,709 text messages? Excuse me. Yeah. 32,709 text messages just went under Guarino's radar. Right? The same Guarino that tried to tell us all that Jen McCabe didn't Google 2:27 a.m. How long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. That's the same Guarino. The same Guarino who, during grand jury testimony, Michael Proctor produced a report or a statement from Guarino saying that he could not extract any information out of the infotainment system, but has determined as a data analyst that John O'Keefe was struck by Karen Reed's vehicle. Explain that shit. So what we know about Guarino in the Karen Reed case, it's pretty safe to assume that he didn't accidentally miss 32,709 text messages. Unreal, dude. After Farwell was arrested by the FBI, Morrissey's office released a statement. We look forward to supporting and assisting federal authorities as they pursue this prosecution. At a caucus in Quincy this May, though, according to Perkins, Morrissey said he still believed Birchmore's death to be a suicide, as the state's medical examiner ruled it. A representative for Morrissey told Vanity Fair, in Massachusetts, it is up to the medical examiner's office to determine cause and manner of death. So that's very fascinating that Michael Morrissey, even after the feds step in and even after the feds arrest Farwell, hold this press conference. Josh Levy holds this press conference, and Michael Morrissey doubles down and goes, nah, dude, I still say it was a suicide, bro. That's not incompetence. That's dirty. That stinks of dirty. It doesn't stink of stupidity. It stinks of corruption. Making a statement like that. Speaking about the DA's decision not to take action against Farwell, Perkins says it was basically like the community saying, we don't care about this person enough. She says Morrissey's allocation of resources to the Reed case comes at the expense of all these other families who want justice for their loved ones. Absolutely. A representative for Morrissey declined to comment on this allegation, but said the DA's office continues to cooperate with the U.S. Attorney's Office. The spokesperson said he cannot comment further given the case's pending status. Nick, what's up, homie? Thanks, buddy. I just sent you the thumbnail for our stream tonight. Would you like to take a moment, or would you take a moment to show the good people what's up? Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. And thanks for the super chat, homie. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's see what this is. Let's see what this hype is about. Okay. All right. Behold the thumbnail for the Rekieta Law stream tonight, folks. That's a great pick, man. I ended up ripping a hole in that jacket in Chicago, and I'm so pissed about it. It's what happens when you're going from bar to bar, like in downtown Chicago. There's nails sticking out of things, and you'll snag on one. Let's see. Interview notes, wrestling songs, materialism, various casseroles, how cool Nick is, and doctors. This is going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to this. And I'd almost feel guilty about it. I really would almost feel guilty about it. But Kurt needs to fucking... He's got to fucking grow some thicker skin, dude. Like, we all have our moments, bro. It's okay. Yeah, so don't forget, guys. 11 p.m. Central and 11 p.m. Central and 12 midnight Eastern. I will be on Rekieta Law, and it's gonna be fun. Like, I already know it's gonna be fun. I can already tell. All right. Let's see about this. Yeah, man, of course. Thank you. That that was great. All right. So it continues to say, speaking about the DA's decision not to take action against Farwell, Perkins says it was basically like the community saying, we don't care about this person enough. I mean, right. She says Morrissey's allocation of resources to the Reed case comes at the expense of all these other families who want justice for their loved ones. Yes, I already read all this, so I'm going to skip the rest of that. There was another controversial investigation into a suspicious death involving law enforcement in Norfolk County in 2020. Here we go. 41-year-old Justin Root was shot 31 times in 3 seconds after a case that began with when Boston police mistook a paintball gun that the victim was holding, which Root's family says was clear for a lethal weapon. By the time Root was killed, though he had already been shot at 15 times and was so injured that civilian EMT rushed to his aid, according to the Boston Globe. At the time, wow.
So by the time Root was killed, though he had already been shot at 15 times and was so injured that a civilian EMT rushed to his aid, according to the Boston Globe. At the time, Justin was shot in the parking area along Route 9 in Chestnut Hill. He was defenseless on the ground, semi-comatose, and bleeding profusely. Justin was not brandishing a firearm, nor did he have any firearm in his possession. The family said in its 2020 lawsuit against the city of Boston and the 6 officers involved. Federal judges dismissed the lawsuit in 2024. Fucking crazy. About 30 days after Root's death, Morrissey's office concluded its investigation by determining that Boston police officers were justified in their use of force to apprehend Root, who, according to his family, was leaving a hospital and seeking help because the shooting was preceded by a chase that stretched into 2 different jurisdictions. The Suffolk County DA's office also conducted an investigation determining no charges should be brought on officers. That's fucking crazy, dude. What's up, Microdots? Both Proctor and Buchanan were also involved in the Root investigation. I mean, like, what else do you fucking need, dude? What else do you need? In an interview with Vanity Fair, Root's sister, Jennifer Root Bannon, who's awesome, I've had her on here before, says that Proctor told her family that police had to shoot Root because he shot at someone and refused to put down his gun in his final moments. In Morrissey's report on Root's death, the DA said more than one officer yelled gun. Simultaneously, 6 officers opened fire to stop the threat. Contrary to that finding, the Boston Globe later reported that officers did not appear to discuss or warn of a gun on body camera footage reviewed. No shit. A representative for Morrissey defended the report, telling the Globe that the detail came from witness statements. But the body cam footage revealed other disturbing details. According to Boston's WBUR, in the immediate moments after the shooting, the officers congratulated each other with phrases like, "Yeah, I killed that motherfucker, and I emptied my magazine on him." The officers also appeared to discuss how to cover up their actions. You got a union rep coming? I won't talk. I got to get out of I got to get out of here, according to the court filing. That's fucking crazy. See, I know a lot of you are already aware of this, and I'm aware of Justin's case, but I've never actually looked into it. And I've been saying I was going to look into it forever. I just have never actually done it. So this is the most details that I've ever read about it. And I was not, I mean, I've heard, like, I talked to Justin's sister about it here, but there was a lot going on. You know what I mean? There was her talking. There was, I think Mizzy was on the panel too. There was a few people. And I forget shit all the time, as you guys have already seen demonstrated today. But this is crazy that there's fucking body cam footage of them fucking fist bumping and giving each other, going, "Yo, I got that motherfucker." That shit's infuriating, dude. Like, if the body cam footage straight up proves that they never even warned him, and he never had a gun, they shot this dude 30 some odd times, the union is clearly problematic. And I'm for unions. Like, I'm for what Jimmy Hoffa had in mind. I'm totally for it. I couldn't explain to you exactly how they work. I've never belonged to a union before, but I like the concept of them. I like the idea of fair wages, workers being treated fairly. I get that shit. And workers looking out for each other to make sure that they're each treated fairly. That's fucking great in theory. But when it comes to cops, You got a bunch of dirty cops looking out for each other, using a union to do it in Norfolk County. See, that's a problem because every good thing can be abused. I mean, this is fucking wild, dude. I won't talk. You got a union rep coming? I won't talk. That's fucking crazy that they're recorded on body cam footage. It's not like somebody accidentally recorded them. It's not like somebody illegally fucking bugged them. They're wearing body cam footage and saying this shit. Yeah, I know. I just have not looked into the case. Now I really want to look into it. When Reed was declared not guilty last month, Bannon was standing outside the Dedham District Courthouse. In her view, Reed and Birchmore's cases signal that Norfolk County can no longer bury patterns of misconduct and institutional failure under the rug. In a written statement, Bannon says the Reed case isn't just about one verdict. It reflects a broken system where police investigate themselves, eroding transparency and making accountability nearly impossible. Karen's case exposed what we already knew. The Norfolk County DA's office under Michael Morrissey and investigators like former trooper Michael Proctor prioritize protecting their own over seeking the truth. Root's family has been demanding an independent investigation for 5 years with no success. Now she adds Proctor's termination only strengthens why it's absolutely imperative that Juston's case be reopened and thoroughly investigated. I agree, 100%. Free from the bias that has tainted this process from the start. On Monday, Proctor defied a subpoena to testify at Norfolk Superior Court. Evidentiary hearing for another case he investigated, a 2021 Milton murder for which Miles King was charged in the first degree by Morrissey's office. King has pleaded not guilty, though Proctor was served in hand, according to King's lawyer, Rosemary Scapiccio, which, yeah, we were watching that when Lolly was on the stand. We were watching that the other day. This lady's a badass lawyer. I still have to watch Trial 4. Apparently, she's the attorney on that Netflix documentary Trial 4 in the case about that Netflix documentary is about. So I need to rewatch that. Right now, dude, listen. I am rewatching City on a Hill. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show. It takes place in Boston, actually. Josie gifted 5 membership. Oh my God. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, man. City on a Hill is fucking great. Like, Kevin Bacon is just a piece of shit, and it's great in that show. He's great in that show. And there's and it's pretty insightful. Like, it's fiction, but it's funny. Like, it hits different because, first of all, I never caught the 3rd season. So and then I got Showtime and I kept putting it off because I was waiting for the 3rd season to finish so I could just binge it. And then Showtime ended up basically kind of dissolving and merging with and just kind of seeping into Paramount Plus. And City on a Hill didn't go with it. And so now City on the Hill is on Prime. So that's great. So I was like, ooh. And Allison Faye's member for 9 months. Thank you so much. Much love to you as well. So I'm still in the 1st season. And it's great. I'm loving it. The characters are just great. So I just got to remind myself to watch Trial 4 like as soon as I'm done with City on a Hill. But I tried. I started Trial 4 and I couldn't like I couldn't pay attention to it the first time for whatever reason. Like my ADHD was off the charts that day. I was doing stuff with my phone and I just wasn't paying attention. I was just like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here now. And I turned it off. But I got to start it over. Try it again. Let's see. So according to Rosemary Scapicchio, he's still left for a previously scheduled vacation. Apparently, he thinks he's above the law, she told reporters after the hearing. The hearing was continued on August 5th, and Proctor's lawyer, who was at the hearing, said his client would be available to appear. It's wild. During the hearing, another familiar figure from the retrial, Norfolk County Prosecutor Adam Lally, was faced with another familiar question, also from the retrial. Why did it take the DA's office years to turn over critical evidence, which is known as a Brady violation, as we all know? Scapicchio said hundreds of pages of evidence, including 6 search warrants, hadn't been shared with the defense until this spring. King was released on bail last month after nearly 4 years in jail. Lally said at the hearing that he'd repeatedly requested evidence from Proctor but never received it. Scapicchio said she is concerned for every defendant out there as to whether or not they're getting appropriate discovery through the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. Reed was given new video evidence in October 2024 and January 2025, more than 2.5 years after the videos had been recorded and months after Reed's first trial ended. In court, Scapicchio added, was the Reed case a one-off? I would say it doesn't appear to be. She requested that the prosecutors be sanctioned and the case be dismissed. Now, I want to take a second here, guys. I'm going to share the link to this article. Now, I don't really know how articles work, like on the internet. Like, do views count, like when you click it? But just in case, click on the article in case it works like that, because I don't really know if it does. Because what I want, I really want this story to continue running. This is so amazing that this story is running in Vanity Fair. Because think about it. This is what all of mainstream media has been avoiding. What they're doing is what mainstream media has not been doing and why we've been criticizing mainstream media. Now they just need to do a story on Turtle Boy. But I love that they're rocking this story. I love it. Because this needs to be, all eyes needs to be on Norfolk County right now. All eyes need to be on fucking Norfolk County. Since the Reed verdict, Perkins has called for Morrissey to resign and publicly criticized him for giving the O'Keefe family false hope about a conviction. Craig McClellan, Morrissey's other challenger in the coming election, has also been pushing for the DA to leave office, blaming Morrissey for Reed's trial, for Reed trials becoming such a circus. This incendiary drama that has engulfed this case has overshadowed the loss of human life, and that's because the DA's office has allowed that to fall completely out of focus, adds Perkins. All of the controversy that has arisen out of the prosecution of Karen Reed lay at the feet of the district attorney. Earlier this month, O'Keefe's family members clutched tissues as Reed was declared not guilty of killing their son, John, 3 years ago. Outside the courthouse, protesters held signs and wore T-shirts deriding the DA's leadership. Criminals control Norfolk County. And that's big shout out right there to Erica Walsh. Right there. Yeah, Erica Walsh. Got to show Erica Walsh the love. Wearing T-shirts deriding DA's leadership. Criminals control Norfolk County. Morrissey meanwhile, was unreachable by reporters who called, emailed, and visited his office in person. Where is Michael Morrissey? Is he on the lam? Is that what's going on? Has Michael Morrissey jumped on a plane to Thailand, shacked up with a 12-year-old boy or some shit? Is that what's going on? Meatball, where are you? Because that's what I'm going to assume. I don't give a fuck. You're a piece of shit. I'm just going to assume that you're in Thailand, shacked up with little boys until you fucking show your face and answer for your bullshit. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to assume that that's what you're doing. That you're in Thailand with little boys. Jackson says of the costly second trial, it was an ego issue with him. He was not going to accept the idea that his office got it wrong. A representative for Morrissey did not respond to Vanity Fair's request for comment. Adds Jackson of the DA, he would rather put Karen through this horrifying crucible of a second trial with some hired gun and say, I'm going to leave it to the jurors to figure it out. Well, they did. Mr. Morrissey, Mr. Morrissey, and it should cost you your job and your career. Tell him, Alan. 2 days after the verdict, Morrissey finally released a statement. He had spent nearly 3.5 years pursuing and prosecuting Reed in the most high-profile case of his 14-year DA career. But he only had 4 words to offer. The jury has spoken. That's all he said. A representative for Morrissey declined to comment further on the verdict to Vanity Fair. In an interview last week, one of Reed's lawyers, David Yannetti, reflected on Reed's hard-fought victory. The scary thing for me is that had there been a holdout, had there been a mistrial, I think he would have done it again. Yeah, I agree. And Julie Miller is awesome. Is Julie Miller the same Julie Miller who wrote the article about Brian Enton when the Idaho 4 thing happened? Could you find out about that for me, Cherry, please, quickly? I would really appreciate it. Because, well, Cherry, you know, I got all the love for you in the world, but I think so is not what I asked for. Berkshire girl, thank you so much. Gifted 10 memberships. Yeah, I want to find out if that's true. Yeah, but I don't want to take the time to Google it. That's why I have you. I don't want to Google it. It was easier to ask you. Now here, real quick, let me now stop what you're doing right now and go give this a like and hit the reminder for yourself. Hit the reminder on this bad boy so you don't fall asleep and miss it. Okay? And that's the link to Rekieta Law's stream tonight, which I will be a guest on, and I'm really looking forward to. I guess I should hit the like on it too. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe to Rekieta Law, and make sure to hit the reminder button, the notification. And don't forget to like this video either. Dang. Massive police incident in New York City. What's this? What is going on?
Okay, yeah, I'm just doing video, no voiceover.
Except you are. We can hear you, asshole. I'm still mad at Fox News. Reporting bullshit. Yeah, so I'm really excited right now that that Vanity Fair did this article on Karen Reed, because I if it's the same reporter, I emailed with this person and I almost had her on my show, and she agreed to do it and then declined, because as soon as the Brian Enton, at the time I was reviewing a lot of Bullhorn Betty bullshit, and at the time I was reviewing a lot of Bullhorn Betty stuff, and I wanted to get her on to talk about the article. And let me just mute this. I want to know what's going on here, but because this is live right now. I just want to know what's going on. But and she agreed to do it, but then declined because she was getting I fucking knew it. It is her. Okay. So that's crazy. I love that because she's awesome. And I met this person and didn't even put it together. That's what's crazy. I met her in Boston and didn't even put it together. Let's hear what this reporter's saying.
Make a right. It's down that side street, 51st and Park Avenue. Now, again, I want you to go ahead, push into the mayor, because I want to stay on top of what the mayor's doing.
The fuck is going on, dude? Why is the mayor there, bro?
The mayor is going. He went underneath the
the fuck is going on?
He is now approaching 51st Street. Let's go over here, Gus. Just get in the middle of the street. Just go ahead. Get over there. I want you to stay on with the mayor, if you would, please. Okay. And again, Linda Schmidt with Fox 5 News here. I'm out here with Gus Batista. He is my cameraman. And we are reporting from Midtown. Now, again, the mayor just crossed the yellow police line. He is walking toward 51st Street, which is 1 block from here. And then if you would make that right on 51st, it is just down.
Is there like
a short distance, which is the entryway to where my colleague Matt Otimus, and we'll be talking to Matt here again.
Stop sucking your own dick, lady.
All of the officers
Tell me what's going on.
Drawn at the door, and then saw officers, multiple officers, carrying out someone. It appeared to be a man in a uniform who apparently had been shot.
Oh shit!
So Gus, go ahead. We can just show the rest of the scene here. Again, we have state police on the scene. Literally hundreds of police officers. Now, because I'm monitoring, hold on just a second. Because I'm monitoring other sources of information, I'm not able to make phone calls to my sources while I'm going live here and reading information coming in from some of my colleagues. But again, my colleague Arthur Sheehan posting for us, and I'm just reading what he wrote. For background, officers on paid detail are technically off duty. Okay. New Yorkers commonly see them in the businesses that pay for additional security. Okay. The gunman walked in.
Okay.
The gunman walked in with an AR-15 in clear view. Do we have pictures? I mean, I'm looking at the pictures right now.
Let's see some pictures.
Yeah, one of our colleagues, Peter Fassini, just posted 2 pictures.
Thank you, Jenny.
Of the suspect walking in, and he is walking down. It looks like Park Avenue. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, broad daylight.
Show it, lady.
Right past the Bank of America building.
Yep, that's the little Esplanade, Bank of America. There's Park Avenue right there.
Oh my gosh. Walks in, the guy's wearing, hold on just a second. Oh, okay, hold on just a second. All right. The police department is making us move away from the location where we are now, but I want to continue to describe. I hope you guys have the pictures. The suspect apparently wearing a blue blazer. It looks like a navy blue blazer, either a light blue or a white
Oh, this
collared
is wild,
shirt.
bro.
Sneakers, like black and white sneakers. Looks like to be like a pair of dark jeans, carrying what appears to be an AR-15. Oh, sorry, I gotta move. Cops are yelling at us. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, guys. Be careful.
Of course they're yelling at
Carrying
you.
what appears to be an
fucking useless.
AR-15. He's holding it down by his side.
Yeah, this is
as
live
he
right now.
Walking, and he seems to be walking with purpose. It's not like he's just casually walking along the street. It looks like he is intent, obviously, with an AR-15 of carrying out something destructive. But what's really striking me about this is that it's broad daylight.
No,
And
Cherry.
apparently nobody in this moment noticed that this man was walking with an AR-15.
No, Cherry,
And
you
the
don't get
picture, it is
to correct
absolutely
yourself.
clear.
Yeah, you can really see it. Hold on, I'm on the air with the
You
mic.
got to take the L. You got to just live with
Okay, all right.
the
Now, my
misspelling
Matt,
of
let's
a
hop back
three-letter
in here.
word.
Just go ahead, leave that back there. That's right. We're all helping each other out here, okay? This is breaking news. We haven't been experiencing anything like this in quite some time. So now, you were here when all of this went down. You're just on your way
I was
home
going
from work.
home. I was going home. I was going to Grand Central to catch my train to go home. I had my headphones on, and I tell you, I won't wear my headphones again because I saw a rush of people coming past me. A lot of people. It didn't look like just normal 1 or 2 people walking by me. It was a rush of people.
I never, ever wear my headphones when I'm walking. Ever.
And I took my headphones out, and somebody said gunshots. And then I didn't hear anything. And then so I started walking back to check it out. And then somebody said gunshots, shooter, active shooter. And then I saw cops going into the Bank of America building on the side entrance with the guns drawn. And then that's when I just kind of backed up and just see what
What's
was
up,
going on.
Grandmaster?
Then a
Says
bunch
so
of people
folks.
started running out of that building. And then that's when I saw 4 police officers bringing out another individual that was in a uniform that looked injured. They were carrying him out.
Okay, all right. So the gentleman that carried out was wearing some type of a uniform, but again, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it
what his job.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a security guard or if it was a police officer wearing a blue uniform, and they're carrying him by his arms and his legs out of the rushing out of the building.
And the thing of it is too, because we are in the news business, where whenever anything like this happens, we just don't walk by it. Matt stops, of course, and he starts taking video of the different things that he had seen. And you posted that video of showing it was multiple police officers with their guns drawn at the door, and then you saw the SWAT team showing up.
And I saw the SWAT team later on. I saw the SWAT team going in. The police presence became much more heavy, more police officers, lots of sirens, ambulance. It all started that you see right here.
He's a colleague of ours. Matt works for Fox 5. Yeah. Some of our colleagues here from some of the other TV stations thinking that Matt is just somebody else who's walking along the street here who saw something, so they wanted to try to do an interview with him. Which is understandable. So now, then you overheard people talking, some witnesses. What'd you hear?
We were there. I was there with my camera, kind of recording as much as I could. I did speak to an individual that was closer to the church, where there's a lot of people that kind of sit there and wait for. I think it's food donations, or they're there.
Right.
And they said that a woman said that she saw somebody with an AR-15 going into the building, and then so that confirms what Arthur Chen said in the photograph, confirms what that eyewitness saw, that there was somebody walking the building with AR-15 in sneakers, just going right into the building.
And once again, I'm looking at that video that our colleague Peter Fassini from a law enforcement source, and it is the picture of the alleged suspect. And again, walking, it's really stunning to me. walking and broad, after everything that we do in this business, it's still shocking to me when I see something like this. But it's broad daylight.
Yeah, especially across that esplanade, which is wide open. You know, you wonder if he had to get out of a car. You know, how did he get there? He obviously did not walk down the street with an AR-15 all the way the entire way. So you just don't know where he came from, if he got out of a vehicle or what. Because you know, I didn't see anything that looked like that, and nobody was reacting until people just started running after they said they heard gunshots. And later on, when I was going back and checking these out, I did hear a gunshot. So
okay, now something else, and this is information again that's coming in from our colleagues who are back at the station and other locations, and they are reaching out to their sources to get the information. My colleague Arthur Chan reporting from a source. Now, again, all this information is preliminary, that the shooter ended up shooting himself, self-inflicted gunshot wound found on the 33rd floor. Okay, let me see here. The person that you saw being carried out of the building was taken to New York Presbyterian, which is not far from here at all, one of the best hospitals in the world. And apparently that person is in bad shape, according to my colleague, Arthur Chan. I mean, we can only pray that whoever this person is, that they pull out of this. But again, he is hearing from a source that the shooter shot himself, that he is down on the 33rd floor of the building. So talk to me a little bit more. Hold on just a second. The gunman walked in with an AR-15 again in clear view, which you and I have been talking about. He was also wearing sunglasses, dark sunglasses, navy jacket, black jeans, and sneakers. Let me see if did anything.
Yeah, this is live, Kindergarten Cop.
Confirm.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, this is in your neck of the woods.
Police were in there for a while. Like they were.
Oh, sorry, cops are coming through here. I gotta move. Get over to the other side. You got to get over. Just get over. Okay, we got an NYPD vehicle coming down 50th Street here. We don't know if they're parking there to keep us at distance. That might be the situation.
I just texted Melanie Little and I texted Mark Betterow to see if they're safe. I don't know if I'll hear back. If I don't hear back from them, it doesn't mean anything. Melanie Little doesn't even know what's going on. So she's safe. She's fine. Oh, she's on the island? Okay.
Park and Madison, because they have to keep the public away. So, and they keep pushing back the media, which they just did. And now, let me try and see what's going on here. But there's some officers getting out of the truck here. I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. What's up?
So this is Midtown. I'm not familiar with New York, so I apologize if my geography is way off because I'm just simply not familiar with New York. So I'm grateful to you guys who are and are letting me know.
Station. They're going to take us live on the air right now. Give me like 30 seconds. Fox 5 News. Tune into Fox 5 News. Also stay here, but you can watch both at the same time. Okay, so just give me a moment. Again, I'm Linda Schmidt.
I want to see the footage of.
Batista. He's my cameraman.
I want to see the footage
Matt Onimus, who was
of the
on
shooter.
his way home from work, saw all of this happening. So he's been filling us in. Give us about 30 seconds, and we'll be back with you live on air.
All right, that is just some of the coverage there from Fox 5 New York. We will definitely be keeping an eye on their coverage. Thanks to Linda Schmidt there on the scene that continue the updates. A really, really fluid situation that is happening right now in Midtown.
Agenda Free TV.
And we are continuing to bring you these images that are playing out on this Monday evening, just past 7:30 in New York City. I do want to bring in our next guest to help break down this breaking news.
Report the 5-1 in Park. They're going to make entry with us from this corner by the Bank of America door. They're going to hook up with SRG and we're going to go in together.
Thank you for that above
Charlie,
ground. Great recommendation.
Inspector in the lobby. Wait, I just talked to FD. They're sending their resources to me now.
SRG Inspector, we advise. Chief of EMS is advising they're en route. They're gonna give an update shortly, but Chief of EMS has been advised 5-1 in Park by the Bank of America.
What is?
CRC Lieutenant, on the air? On the air. Yeah, Louis, the CRC First Sergeant. I got a team with me. You need any additional resources? Right now, we're still clearing the 33rd floor. Step floor.
They're clearing the 33rd floor still. So I'm trying to find you updates as in addition to listening to what's going on. Multiple people have been shot in this incident.
Inspector Hammer on the air, Inspector Hammer. On the air.
Oh, Fox says at least 6 shots.
Where do you want them? I'm at 5-1 in Park.
Fox reports at least 6 shots.
CRC Portable Central.
Oh, hold on. I'll unfreeze myself. I'll unfreeze myself.
State troopers that have a med bag as well. If anybody needs any resources for medical.
I will unfreeze myself.
5-1 in Park by the Bank of America.
10-4, we're already on the 3rd floor staircase.
10-4.
There we go. Fox says at least 6 shots.
They're on the 3rd floor. State troopers with the med bag.
Fox says at least 6 shots. Okay.
We advise Chief of EMS is on scene.
All right. Betero just texted me back, guys. He says all good. 345 Park is a major building, though. NFL, KPMG, Blackstone. It's 51 to 51st to 52nd Street. I'm on 57th. Okay. So fucking insanity. AR-15 and a vest. Thanks for asking. Okay. So Mark Betero is safe. He's fine.
Hey guys, Intel point alert. I didn't even see this myself.
I'm gonna try to go up and help. I got troopers with me. What's
On Wikipedia, it says this. Sorry, Intel point alert caught this on Wikipedia. Good catch by Intel point alert. Here are some tenants in the building according to Wikipedia. Blackstone Group, Consulate General of Ireland, Capital Trust, Deutsche Bank, Enterprise Ireland, Tourism Ireland, KPMG, Loeb & Loeb LLP, NFL, Piper, Giuffre, Board, BIA, Closed Flow, Rudin Management Company, Wafra, JP Morgan Chase. I don't know if any of these were targeted. I don't know if any of these were targeted.
So, yeah, I mean, is it one shooter or two?
I first heard about this. One of the persons said people could have left work for the day. Well, I first heard about it from the police at about.
Get information from SOD where the victims are. We have the rescue task force in the lobby ready to go up.
Hold on. This happened before 7 p.m. Before 7 p.m., so there would presumably still be a bunch of people in that building.
Sergeant Burke on here.
We don't know if this was targeted or what the deal with this is.
Sergeant Burke, SOD 4 on the air.
Live
Yes,
now from Fox.
With you and
says
your
at least
8 guys, secure the 33rd and 32nd floor for EMS. Elevator bank D as in Delta, okay?
Yes, Melanie is okay. She already texted me back.
Right now, you have no civilian shot up there, right?
At least 6 shot. Fox 5 says at least 6 shot.
Randall is up there on the 33rd floor. Link up with him, and we're going to have to secure the 33rd and 32nd floor. Elevator bank D as in David. All right, that's cool. All right, you're going to see Lieutenant up on the air.
So again, Fox 5 says at least 6 people have been shot, including a police officer. That's what Fox 5 New York is saying.
CRC Lieutenant Maldonado on the air. On the air.
It's fucking crazy.
Location, boss.
Fucking crazy.
Fox 5 says the shooter is dead. That's what they claim.
Let's stand by on the 2nd floor for now. Clear the room. You want to rendezvous with the ESU boss?
Okay, LaFerrio's good too. That's good to know.
I just did.
So Nan's safe as well. But Nan's in Jersey. She practices in New York, so she's close to New York, but she's technically in Jersey.
On the 3rd floor and stairway W. We moved off of it. We're back in the lobby. The rescue team from State Troopers going to link up with
So listen.
There is Central Park.
All of you shitty cunts that are in my chat criticizing me for texting people who I have become friends with and live in that area to find out if they're safe from an active fucking shooter can go fuck yourselves. Every single one of you. Go fuck yourselves. All of you.
Sixth, I'm sorry. Just a few blocks away.
Sergeant Burke, could you meet by the elevator and quarter B?
It's only a few blocks away from the Luigi Mangione shooting of the
Sergeant Burke, SRG on the
alleged shooting of the CEO of United Healthcare.
Can you come over by the elevators? This floor? Elevator B?
Hang on, let me just put something on the screen here.
CRC Lieutenant to our search team.
I don't think Olivia is in New York, no.
Search team on the air.
I'll meet you on the roof landing.
But we know she's safe because she was just in the chat. So
Sergeant Burke, SRG 4 on the air.
not that Dina. Thank you so much. All you guys being so tight that you have each other's numbers feels wonderful. You are all so loved. Thank you, not that Dina. I don't have contact information for Bob. But if I did, I would be texting him.
Yes, Lieutenant on the air.
On the air, session.
Yeah, guys, we're getting an update of Texas 911. Texas states they're still barricaded in a room on the 25th floor. They're in a mechanical room.
Somebody's barricaded, probably waiting to get rescued.
Thank you, Miss Bell. Appreciate it.
Hang on a second here.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for that. That's at least some assurance right there. So the chances of Bob being hurt are very, very, very minuscule to a molecular level.
10-5, you're in shelter in place. Where can you?
Civilians on the 25th floor have them shelter in place and do not move.
They're telling the people on the 25th floor, the civilians, don't move. This is not a secure situation yet. This is not a secure situation yet.
It's not. Yeah, they don't really know. They haven't had enough time to assess everything.
I might have some live video in a second. Hold on a second. I have live video coming up. I have some live video coming up for you guys. If you give me a moment here, I will have it for you.
Midtown Portable.
Just give me a moment. Thanks for your patience.
I'm pretty sure Duty Ron's on Long Island as well. I'm pretty sure.
One moment here, guys. I need a second.
I'm like
to get this on the
90%
screen
sure.
for you. Okay, hang on. It's coming up. It is coming up.
Midtown Portable.
There it is. That's in New York, live in New York City. Live in New York City.
Yeah, see, like I want to see, but I want to hear the scanner too. So I'm glad this guy's doing that. And you know, even
That's
though
via AFP.
this guy's got a lot of followers for good reason, but make sure to sub to this guy and give him a like.
We're going to be sending them down the stairwell when everybody's ready. 10-4, that's 40 people on the 32nd floor. What else came came over 2 by 2 at the end? All right, so just be advised. It's going to be the stairwell one. It's going to be 40 people. 10-4. Essential, be advised. That's what you force on. It's going to be stairwell yellow. Why is it yellow? 10-4. Stairwell yellow, 40 people.
So they're trying to get people. There's people, civilians in the many civilians in the building still.
SRG4 Sergeant Central. SRG4 Sergeant. Central, can you just raise the chief, let him know that we have the 40 people at this area?
Appreciate it.
We'll stand by until we get action to move. 10-4. GT Damo Red Direct. Thank you,
Thank you,
Sergeant.
Decline.
Damo Red.
Appreciate it.
Oh, this is not a live shot. I'm sorry. This is moments ago. This is a recording shot. So I thought it was live, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. Then we'll go back. All right. See, we just saw some video. It originally said it was live. That might be live though. I think this might be on tape.
No
so I'm going to
problem.
assume
Thank
it's
you.
moments ago.
I appreciate you guys watching it here. It means a lot.
It's a little unclear right now.
SRG4 Sergeant Central. SRG4 Sergeant. All right, just advise the top that we're going to be moving with the 40 victims.
Is that this guy,
40,
Steve Luchner? Is that who this is?
We're going to be going.
Oh shit, my bad.
We're here with the issue, and I also have my personnel with me. Just advise all the units in the stairwell that we're going to be coming down.
So there's a blooper reel of this
So-
guy losing his shit.
40 people coming down stairwell yellow. What,
40 civilians. 40 civilians, not 40 victims.
To the bank. We're going to be going down the bank, not the stairwell. 10-4 BMI is going down the bank gate. Red direct.
I love when creators lose their shit on their audience like I just did. Above ground, thank you again. Thanks for the coverage. Much can be learned from the police scanner to his channel. Appreciate you always. Yes, thank you for the recommendation.
As we get witnesses of personnel and civilians within and around 53rd Street.
They're still clearing the building. They're still clearing the building.
EMS, FDNY is on the scene. They went up to 10 to victims.
Victims are being tended to in the building.
Oh, he shot an off-duty cop, man. That's fucking. Oh man. Yeah, this guy's not gonna make it to jail. He's not gonna make it to jail.
10-5 the unit. Coming over 2 by 2, King. 4.
Yeah, you think NYPD is gonna?
Let me go to
flap-
this right now. Hold on a second. Let me do this.
You think an NYPD?
That is
an NYPD cop is gonna. Here, let me refresh this because I want it live.
because I thought it was live and they're saying it's tape turn, but I think it might be.
Do you think that an NYPD, like an NYPD off-duty cop gets shot and the NYPD is going to slap handcuffs on this guy? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now. Exactly. By the way, kindergarten cop is not saying this, by the way, just to be clear, not saying it.
All right. So again, multiple people shot in this building in Park Avenue. This video was, I think it might be live, but if not, it's this is not live. This is moments ago, that video, a few minutes ago. But I'm leaving that on the screen. Let me show you the building now.
Okay.
That's the building right there.
Shut up, Steve.
That is the building.
Olivia says confirmed. I'm sorry. She says confirmed. At least 6 people have been shot, and the suspected active shooter has been found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound on the 33rd floor of the Blackstone building. Okay, so that's it. Homeboy shot himself. He was like, nope. Which is what usually happens. I wish they'd catch these fuckers alive, man. You know, fucking cowards. I wish they'd catch these fuckers alive. And I'm telling you, man, listen to me. People, I'm about to go on a fucking rant that's probably going to cost me a bunch of subs, but I don't give a fuck. Listen to me, dude. This shit doesn't happen in the state I live in. And I'm telling you why. The reason why this shit does not happen in the state I live in is because it's an open carry fucking state. Like, there are people everywhere I go in public. There is normally at least one person who has a fucking sidearm right here showing. Because these active shooters, these mass shooters are fucking cowards. They're fucking cowards. It's just that simple. These things don't happen here in the South, dude. Remember that guy in Texas like 5 years ago? Guy opens fire at a church, and a fucking church doesn't get anybody, but somebody fucking pulls out a gun, just attending church, attending their normal congregation. A good Christian whips out his fucking gun, taps the dude right in the fucking head. Saved everyone's life. Saved everyone's life. There's no way somebody who shoots up a fucking Walmart is going to walk into a Walmart in Tennessee and start shooting because that person's going to get put down. Quick. People with their fucking gun control shit, you're stupid. You're fucking stupid. Gun control. No, get rid of the guns. Oh, get rid of the guns. No, the guns are here. They're already here. They're not going anywhere. As long as they're being manufactured, you think bitching and moaning about gun control is going to keep me safe from a guy with a gun? From a nut with a fucking gun? No, dude. No, a gun is going to keep me safe from a nut with a gun. You know how many people a fucking crazed asshole with an AR-15, how many people he can kill within the window of police response time? Oh, it's a matter of time, Cherry. It's a matter of time before some nut starts shooting somebody up, starts shooting up some spot in London. It's a matter of time. Even though guns are illegal there, they still get in there. Who the fuck is Coco? The fuck are you talking about? Boston Dave? No, I haven't seen a pic of the guy yet. Dude, if you ever go to a shooting range, at least here in Tennessee, if you ever go to a shooting range, everyone in there is responsible, disciplined. Right. British police don't have guns, but criminals in London have guns. Criminals in England have guns, but cops don't. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before somebody loses their shit, gets sick and tired of the fucking cold and rain over there, and starts shooting someplace up. It's just a matter of time. I hope it never happens. I hope it never happens. But there are too many people here who understand how how we liberated ourselves from the British Empire. I mean, there are too many Americans who understand this here. And those Americans have guns. And if you try to take our guns, ooh, man, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Like, that's why Democrats even deny saying, we don't want to take your guns. Like, that's why they always say, we don't want to take your guns. No. Like, the notion of it would just wake up a shit ton of militia, and people are going to get hurt or worse. Is there a lover's spat going on in my chat right now? Is that what's happening? Look at that. Grandmaster Sid Sophos lives in London. 2 of his students, he's a martial arts teacher. 2 of his students got shot in April, this past April. And the crazy thing is, nobody gets shot in London. Nobody gets shot in England. Bullshit. They do. But guess what? There's a lot of stabbings. There's a fucking lot of stabbings. A lot of stabbings take place in England. I mean, the bottom line is, what are you going to do? Are you going to make knives illegal? You're going to start drinking out of paper straws and using sporks? We're going to have to, I mean, where does it end? Where does it end? Like, are we going to have to eat with sporks at some point and that's it?
Lone shooter has been neutralized. Breaking news: shooter has been neutralized. Says the police commissioner. Here you go.
You're slow, bro. You don't have an Olivia. We do.
The police commissioner of New York City.
CLC on the roof. You on here?
At this time, the scene has been contained and the lone shooter has been neutralized. That's confirmed now by the commissioner of police.
But he hasn't been neutralized. I mean, according to Olivia, it's a self-inflicted wound. So he neutralized his own ass. He rehomed himself. Right. Oh.
Wow.
Everyone in this chat hates this guy. I love it. It's so funny. Everybody's like, fuck this guy. Steve Schooner or Luke. I don't know nothing about him. I'm not going to shit talk the guy. I don't know nothing about him.
So again, the commissioner of police says the scene has been contained and the lone shooter is now neutralized.
Units open carrier.
Sergeant Burgos, that's Sergeant. Sergeant Burgos, go ahead. Hey, give me a call on my phone. 10-4.
Who is this person? Why did they do this?
Amy McCabe, thank you. Just because you're great.
The
That's
shooter
amazing.
has been neutralized.
Thank you so much.
Was it targeted? I mean, I don't know. I mean, clearly, it seems like a person went to the building and shot people. Why this happened, I have no idea. So we're waiting to hear more from police. Intel Point Alert says that the New York Post is claiming a police officer is dead. Let me check that myself.
That guy looks like the kid who fixed radios and built bombs and shit in that 80s movie Bad Boys. Not the Will Smith movie, the Sean Penn movie. That's what that guy looks like to me. So like, I don't know, man. Like, what is this? I mean, what is he one of those assholes that probably had a manifesto or some shit? Like, that's what I want to know. What's this guy's motive? What does he claim? Right? What's his big fucking gripe? Oh, okay. Just verified. In England and Wales, less than 5% of police officers are armed. Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, that was a dope ass fucking scene too, bro. Like, that movie was awesome. I remember watching that shit when I was a kid. Like, a bunch of times too.
Central, I got about 60 civilians here in the lobby of 345 Park Avenue. I need detective or personnel to respond here so they can talk to them and then we can cut them and send them on their way.
10-4, can I have a detective respond to 345 and Park? 345 Park, 50 civilians at the location.
Cops are going to be real busy. Like, those detectives. I mean, the cops are going to be real busy. I mean, they're going to, that was a New York cop that just requested detectives to show up to the scene he's at because he's got 60 civilians in a lobby and he wants to he wants to get these people questioned, interviewed, and on their way. That sucks. I mean, dude, it's 8:00 at night. These poor people. God, it's going to be a long night for them. Miss Bell, thank you. A window licking retard. Society is unraveling because there's too much fucking entitlement. That's why society is unraveling. I mean, technically you're right, Blooming, but it generally means killed. It's what they say to. Right. Exactly. Kindergarten cop. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, nobody is accountable. And that is why society is collapsing. It's going to take a while for society to collapse, unless, big nuke shows up. But, all right, let's see what this guy's saying.
Picture that's been floating around. I'm going to post a link to that photo again. Again, I cannot confirm the photo, but multiple news outlets have a photo.
All right. Here's a picture of the guy right here. Oh, the Who is going to tour again? Cool. Look at this fucking guy. This is wild, man. This dude just rolled up and started shooting people. I wonder what his motive was. Thank you for sending me that crack of dawn. Thank you, Leah Baker. Watching with you and this crew makes me feel comforted. People are sick, and I, would unalive themselves and save the innocent. Thank you so much, Leah Baker. I mean, yeah, that dude was fucking sick, dude. All right. Yeah, I just showed the pic of the shooter. I just showed it. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay. Hold on, folks.
Cover the back. Cover the back. Cover the back. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Oh, you gotta move back. You gotta move back. You gotta move back. Move back. Let's go. Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Let's go. Let's go. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. All right. Back up.
This guy, he comes out of here with the he's from Palestine. He keeps saying free Palestine. He got his face covered up in the Palestine stuff. He walking out. The police don't pay him no mind. I said it's him, and then they end up getting him. Got him, and they put him to the ground, and they got him. They got him. Tried to bomb it up. I don't know. He tried to bomb it up, and so did the lady. The lady that he came in there with, she left with a red bruise on her face, though. She went down in.
She was with him?
Raider Kev, hug your loved ones. Agreed. Thank you, buddy. This is crazy, dude. This is great footage, though. This isn't live. Nothing that I'm going to be showing.
Do me a favor, can you?
Yeah, I understand that like anything that I show now is not going to be live because the shooter's already been killed. So, I mean, I'm just trying to find footage that's been posted on social media. That's crazy. Hold on, folks. See if we can find more stuff. This is all 15 seconds.
Male, possibly white, mustache, sunglasses in that scene. Showing you here, John's reporting that they do know what he looks like. Male, possibly white, mustache, sunglasses in that building, isolated to, they believe, to various locations, including upper floors is where they're focused. What are you learning, Shimon? Scene showing you here, John's reporting that they do know what he looks like. Male, possibly white, mustache, sunglasses in that building, isolated to, they believe, to various locations, including upper floors is where they're focused. What are you learning, Shimon? Scene showing you here, John's reporting that they do know what he looks like. Male, possibly white, mustache, sunglasses in that building, isolated to, they believe, to various locations, including upper floors is where they're focused. What are you learning, Shimon? Scene showing you here, John's reporting that they do know what he looks like. Male, possibly white, mustache, sunglasses in that.
All right. Problem is that now, like, it's already starting on Twitter where like people are using this to push their bullshit political agendas on social media. It's really annoying. Like, we don't know anything. We don't know what this guy's motive was yet. Like, they're all now. I mean, I don't know. Like that one witness said he was screaming pro-Palestine or free Palestine or whatever, and then said that there was somebody else with him. Whereas we're not hearing that anywhere else. Let me see. Also, a wild move to use an AR-15 to carry whatever this is out. Hardly a discreet firearm to carry around in Manhattan, but clearly that wasn't a concern of his. I was thinking the same thing, because not only is it a fucking AR-15, but it's like camouflage print all over it. No, I'm not going to stream Duty Ron. You guys want to watch Duty Ron? Go watch Duty Ron. I'm actually probably going to wrap this up soon. Watch a little more City on a Hill. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably got fired from his job and he's just disgruntled. That shit was happening in the 90s. Like, mail workers were doing that shit. Remember? That's where the term going postal came from. Because in the early 90s, there was this fucking shit going on, or the late 80s, where fucking for some reason postal workers were fucking opening fire in the post office. It was like more than one case. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, nobody noticed this. Nobody noticed this guy just rolling around with a fucking camouflage print AR-15 in the city. He's not in the jungle. He's not in the desert. I mean, that's also a good point. Who would think it's real? But some nosy fucking asshole would. I mean, and here's the thing. This was clearly a person of color. So, like, how many times do you see a person of color is a perpetrator of a mass shooting? That doesn't happen that often. Almost never. So that might be somebody might be just fucking blowing it off. You know, like, why would they think that some dude wearing a blazer and a collared shirt of color was about to fucking roll up in a building and start opening fire in a brandishing a very large and loud looking firearm? I mean, you know, so people instinctively might just fucking be like, I'm just going to mind my own fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wild, man. Dude, I get it, bro. I get it. I totally get it. At least six people shot, but I don't know if anyone died except for the shooter. I know the shooter's dead, but I don't know if anyone actually died. I mean, it looked like a toy gun. Like, why the fuck would a guy just be walking down the fucking street in public with a fucking AR-15? An NYPD officer died. Thank you. Yeah, that dude was not coming out of this alive. There's no way that guy was coming out of this alive. Yeah, I wouldn't live in New York. At least not now. Not with everything going on. Like the political climate is just too fucked up for me to like live in a blue state. And I'm not even a Republican, you know? I just can't stand blue states right now. Dude, after COVID, I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking of living in Seattle. And then after COVID, I was like, fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. Dude, a purple state, I'd be down to live into, possibly, depending on the purple state. All right. I think I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I saw that I got a bunch of new subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the channel. Please make sure to hit the like. Go check out Melanie Little if she's live. I don't know if she is. They said she was going live. So let me see. Yeah, Melanie Little's live. So go check her out. Glare Raid on Melanie Little. And yes, I am going on Rekieta Law tonight, midnight Eastern, 11 p.m. Central. So I will be on Rekieta Law. And I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope to see all of you guys there. In the meantime, Melanie Little Raid, y'all. Guys, I love you very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.